When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table!
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And then again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business, and CM Punk had no business being back in WWE, the company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre.
In the corner! Pain must be shooting through that leg now.
Plotting him in the corner for something here.
Planted with a neck breaker. Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. This is not wholly unfamiliar territory. Psychologic from the top. Nobody home. What an impact.
Clubbing blow. Punk avoids the attack.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Now we're talking. This sledgehammer might be what decides this match. Oh, turns the hammer into a projectile and nails it.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Wants to finish this.
From the top. Diving double axe handle. You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's going to be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision? Punk never saw that coming.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre. Punk about to take flight. CM Punk with the elbow.
Punk has McIntyre on Dream Street right now.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep. The lights are dimming for McIntyre.
Using a hammer, but this was a track and field event. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
And able to skirt around that attack. A little cockiness here from Punk. CM Punk connects with that knee lift.
Clothesline. Ooh, a crushing blow from that sledgehammer. Oh, a smack with the 12-pound projectile.
Repeated hits like that are gonna...
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Down with a GTS.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Great in-ring IQ on display there.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
From the top rope.
Oh, the high risk gave no reward there. On a well-placed calf kick there.
And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now. McIntyre a step ahead there.
Whoa! Just tossed that.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
And as he stumbles off, he has no clue where he is.
McIntyre turns things around.
McIntyre gets forced out of the ring.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight. Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. He might just be stalling for time here. Back into the ring here.
Struck with a calf kick.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here. Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
Oh, he saw it come.
Sliding into the cover, looking to end this.
Using the ropes for leverage. That's not right.
He didn't even let the ref start the count.
Effective counter.
Whoa.
The tooth.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
Big knee lift.
And then follows it up with the line.
McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
He left an opening.
Telegraphed into a backdrop.
Reversal after reversal, proving they did their homework.
Bam!
Ooh! Not where he wants to be right now. Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk. And CM Punk is in control.
Drew's got to find a way to put his best foot forward here.
Buster!
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. And Punk making his way back to the ring.
And he's letting his prey stumble right into his trap.
with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.